Hello, good morning. So today I'm going to show you the whole workflow of Jignu Taxi Marketplace and its features. I'll start with the workflow then. This is my mobile phone and here is the Jignu's customer application and this is the Jignu's driver application. I'm going to show you how Jignu's customer application, the driver application and the admin panel are integrated with each other and how do they interact. So I'll show you the map view here first, and we'll be booking an order from the Jignu customer application. So I'll go to delivery. I'll select KFC and I'll order all the items that I want. Proceed to checkout, and then I'll swipe to confirm. And then when I press OK, this particular order will go to the restaurant, that is KFC, and has the option to reject or accept the order. So as soon as I accept the order, this particular this particular order will go to the driver. And as you can see in this map view, this particular order is unassigned as of now, and the driver is free. So as soon as I go to the driver application and accept this order, this particular order will go under assigned, and this driver will go under busy. So I've accepted the order, and this particular ride from unassigned has gone to assigned, and this driver from free has gone to busy. So now, since the driver has arrived to the location, I'll click, I will click on arrived, yes, and then I'll click on start delivery. Okay. So from here, the customer also can track his order. This is his order. This is on the way, and he can track it from here. You can even call the driver, message him, know his location, and you can also view his order from here. So once the driver has reached the location where he has to deliver, he will click on deliver. So as soon as he clicks on deliver, this particular order has been completed, and it will also show your order is here in the customer application. So as soon as I click on OK, I'll be able to book any other order that I want. And in the same way, the custom order also works. So this is the pickup and drop service. So in case if you have forgotten any item of yours at any other place, so what you can do is just let the driver know that what do you need, and upload the photo if possible. Let's select the pickup address where my laptop is actually is. I'll select the location where I wanted to get delivered, and in the same way, I'll swipe to confirm, and the whole process will start again. This particular order will again come under unsigned, and then once the driver accepts it, it will go under assigned, and the driver will go from free to busy. The whole process is the same. So this was the whole flow between customer application, driver application, and the admin panel and the merchant panel. So as you can see, even in the merchant panel, when the merchant views this order, this is the particular active orders which are not yet assigned. So when he clicks on the past orders, he can see the orders that have been delivered. So we can view the details of this order from here. So this was the whole flow between all these four platforms. Now I'm going to go ahead. and let you know about the various features of the admin panel. Starting with the delivery list. So from here, the admin can see all the orders that have been accepted, or all the orders that have been delivered or success. So you can even see the status here, and that particular orders information from here. You can see all the information from here. And if he wants to see any specific orders, so he can select and can select that particular order, and he can get to know the details of that particular order. From here also you can see all the data that either active, all, or scheduled data which are in the process of delivery. The next feature is the merchant list. From here the admin can see all the merchants that are active under him, and he can even see the merchants that are not active but have been onboarded. So going to the active merchants, here he can view details of all the particular merchants that are under him. So for example, I click on KFC. From here, he can see the information of the merchant, the whole information of the merchant that is under him. You can see all the information. You can see the available items with this merchant, all the details of those items, the price, whether they can be delivered at a specific day or date, etc., etc. You can also see the promo codes applied by a merchant, if any, and the log history. So here, the admin also has the option to edit the merchant, edit the images, change password, restaurant timings, order history, stop accepting orders, disable merchant, temporary disable, view OTP, and even the change order mode. So these are the options that an admin has. So next in the feature is the user info. So if anybody wants to see the information of any particular user, then he just needs to enter the ID, email, or phone number. The next is the manual adjustment. So in case there have been various unusual transactions, or various transactions that cannot be expected, that cannot be foreseen. So what we can do is that we can adjust those unusual transactions, make those adjustments, and then make good such unusual transactions from here. And then we just have to save the adjustment, and it is pertaining to a particular restaurant. And you can even add the reason here why that unusual transaction happened, so that there's a record for it. The next is the invoices. Here, the admin can see all the invoices generated from its merchants. The next is the fare structure. So here from here, you can an admin can add the fare structure. You can add the fare structure for customer, driver, merchant, or merchant driver, and also for the particular city. So the fare structure is very detailed and elaborated, and it has the base fare, the base value, like up to certain kilometers. This value will be applicable. This is the minimum value. This is the minimum fare that a customer has to pay. Then there's distance fare, delivery fare, and the whole fare structure is quite detailed. So you have to input all the amounts as per the requirements of yours. Sorry. Then return fare, right time fare, waiting time fare, then the appropriate tax applicable on it, the cancellation charges, priority, which is optional. The next is the offers. The admin can add as many offers as he want to increase the brand awareness. This option of coupons and promotions. You can add offer from here. The next is the chat support. So chat support is useful to resolve any grievances or any complaints of merchants, drivers, or the customers. The next is the suggestions. So under suggestions, any merchant, if any merchant has any specific suggestions which can make the work, make the services offered more efficient, then he can do so by adding it in the suggestions, and those suggestions will come here under the suggestions list. And you can even see the specific restaurant who has made the suggestions here. So next is the merchant categories. So from here, you can edit or add any particular category. So for example, your stationery is not there. So we can add a category, name it stationery, choose appropriate image, and then add the stationery category. Now I'm also going to show you how we are going to add any particular merchant. How can we add any? Can you onboard any other merchant who wants to get added with us? So we have to write the store name, write the email if any, select which city that merchant is in, enter the address, the particular address where the merchant is situated, pin code, priority. You also have to enter the priority, like in under which category he comes and what is the priority given to that particular category, the phone number, and the image of the shop, like whatever their brand is or whatever their board shows. And we have to select which category that particular merchant will go into, and then you just have to submit it, and that particular merchant will be added here. He will be onboarded, and once he gets active, he will come under active here. So this was the whole flow and every feature of this admin panel, of the delivery panel. Now I'm going over to the merchant panel. Here there are also many options for the merchants. So he can see the orders here, what are the orders that he has received, which are unassigned will come here. And as I had talked before, he can see all the delivered orders in the past and all the undelivered or ongoing or unassigned orders here in the active orders. Next is the invoices. You can see all the amount that is outstanding, that is owed to the admin. The next is the promo code. If a merchant wants to add any particular promo code to any particular item or any particular category, then he can do so from here. The next is the profile. The merchant can edit the profile as and when required. The next is the menu. So this is one of the most important feature for the merchant panel. So here from here, the merchant can disable or edit any particular category or any particular item. And most importantly, he can also add an item. So I'm going to show you how we're going to add an item. So for example, I'm going to add sizzlers here. It will be under a new category. So we can create a new category here as main course. You just need to click on create and it will be added to main course. The current price we can put it as 100 rupees or maybe $100, whatever the currency is of the client. Then image, then calories, all other things are optional, and then we can just create the item. As you can see, items have been added successfully. So when I go back, you can see that a new item has been added, the price has been decided, and so yeah, this particular item can also be sold. The next is the opening hours. A merchant can decide and on which days the restaurant should be open. The next is the financial statement. So he can go over the finances of the business done with the admin, with the client. Next is the feedback. He can also give his feedback on how to, give his feedback on the basic running of business, or as there was an option in the merchant panel and the marketplace panel of suggestion list. Yeah. So this particular from your feedback, you can give feedback, you can give suggestions for running the business more efficiently. So this was the whole workflow of the marketplace of Jugnu. And yes, that's about it. Thank you so much for your time.